from Houston. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings in Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
First down of the game for James Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Now this defense is in the driver's seat, Kate. Right? When you make a stop like that on first down, now it's your discretion just how aggressive you want to be following that play up.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Motioning the tight end now. Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's got this complete to James Cook. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
This is brought in by Coleman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Buckets, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
Another one for Cook. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down.
This coordinator trying to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Motioning him from the slot right. Allen on 3rd down. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. It takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and more importantly, stop it.
On 4th down now, on comes Brad Robbins to punt for the Bills. Fair catch, but we can see both a flag and a punter on the ground. Let's see if this is a call for 5 or 15 yards. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives them new life and this first down. They'll run here following the penalty. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Good stop coming from Henry To'o.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 42-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 42. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Shakir sent in motion left. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be second down.
Taken ball at the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's Knox, he's got it. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. Even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. To the air again, Allen. Hits him on the out route. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Brock as they force this 4th down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. He'll get 3, but much work left for him on 2nd and goal.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
Bass now to kick this away. Damian Pierce now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Not a lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who earn postseason wins each of their first 2 seasons. And that's exactly what C.J. has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston. And now a little more help around him, and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
First down throw by Stroud. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And they'll stop him here right before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 22. sets up a Houston first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Ed Oliver there to make the stop.
Made at his 48-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. From the gun, Stroud. Pass caught by takedown. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll come up first and 10. Stroud completes it quick. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Shotgun now for Stroud. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throw left side, caught by Bryant. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the Bills' 4-yard line.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. Again, Stroud. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans finish off their opening drive. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, but if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect one-for-one.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans start off well to tie things 7-7. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. And not from the pistol to Cook. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before we get him breaking across midfield. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Dave, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Back to throw now, Allen. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Short side option here. He's running left. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. It's going to cost him about a yard.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the boot cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Shakir sent in motion left. Here's 2nd and 11. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Just 2 to go. Davis takes it straight ahead. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Toronto lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, you'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
A 37-yard attempt.
Bass's kick is good. And it's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Pierce now on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This Texans offense ready for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 32. Looking for a target. The Bills getting close, and they take it down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That's a pickup of 9. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On the option, here's Mixon. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now on the draw with Mixon. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Completes it downfield to Kirk. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game.
That's good for our Texans. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
1st and 10, or on to Mixon. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, Stroud. Pass out quickly here to Kirk. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone block inside the 15. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Running back, motioning right. Working inside the red zone. Setting up the running back screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Back to throw, Stroud. This one's caught. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans with some work to do, trailing in this game. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Fullback trying to power him across. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans get some late points and the lead. Oh, you don't want to celebrate this one, Brock. Fellow fullback at Activists unite! Not a ton still kicking around the league, but one of them finds the end zone on the plunge.
And if you're a team without one in a short yardage spot, you got fullback envy as well, because sometimes a guy like this barreling ahead is the difference between getting 6 points or not.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
Texans 14, Bills 10.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo block. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say on offense, let every drive end in a kick. Bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up. Back to the air, Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. Jukes one defender, and he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs, against the better defenses in this league.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 37. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
I'm really staying this game because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
So on 4th down, out comes the son of a punter, Brad Robbins, to boot this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
First down, Stroud. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Again to Mixon up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Pad level, pad level, pad level. To stuff a run before it can get going means you got underneath those pads and gave that runner nowhere to go.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Keeping it with Mixon. 2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Stroud now on 3rd. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
The extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans drive their lead to 11.
Bills 10.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bills getting one more drive here before the break. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First and 10. Here's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Hits him on the in route. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. To the air again, Allen hits him on the out route. And this one doesn't go far. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans 39-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Again, Allen to the air. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This a 48-yard look for him. Bass's kick is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little...
Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now, first round. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Now, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. This one quickly to Dell. He's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
1st down, ball at the 36. They go play action with Stroud. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
At the 50-yard line.
Here's Stroud again. Dumped off to his running back. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
46-yard line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Again, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Throwing again. It's Stroud. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's another Houston Texans
a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
A give left side. Here's Mixon. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. Second down coming up.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. See him get beat there and forced to take it out of bounds near the line? That's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. To the air, Stroud. Trying to set up a screen for Mixon. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Stroud. The throw is caught. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. You should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, let's go. And the Texans lead by 15 now.
Bills 13.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bills set to take over offensively. Down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Into traffic, complete. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage in really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation will create the big play down the field.
Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Hey, being evenly matched at the line may sound like a draw, but that's an absolute win defensively. They absorbed a huge push and did not get driven back an inch.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Allen setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. He's out shyer that time on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pass is brought in by Coleman. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You You go to a Little League field, tell him to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Here's a give to Cook. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
He was brought down by Derek Stingley. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 30-yard line.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Allen. Pass cut, 9-yard line. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Here. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
Stopped short of the goal line.
Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Throwing here, Allen. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Just a yard away on 3rd and goal. Here's the jumbo package. On the sneak, it's Allen. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bills start the 2nd half with some needed points. Josh Allen, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills get it back to within 1 score.
Bills 20.
Barrios now to return it. Juke the defender. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
It's mixed in on second down. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Cut by Collins on the slant. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. He gets 6 on that play, and it sets up a Houston first.
1st and 10.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Throw right side, Dell has it. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 43-yard line.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. 2nd and 3 now. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Gain of 10 yards.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there. When they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Slot man in motion left. On play action, here's Stroud. This one's to Kirk out left side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
The shotgun, a gift to Mixon. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he's over the line and in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Well, a lot could be improved upon from this game, but not his performance, Brock. That is his 2nd touchdown catch as he tries to spark this team.
And you know receivers, you've been around them your whole life. You think he's satisfied with 2? No way. He's sitting there thinking, come on, defense, get a stop. So I can get a 3rd, and I can get a 4th, and we can go find a way to win this game.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans lead by 15 now.
Bills 20.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And a As they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
First down throw for Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running back sent in motion. Here's 2nd and 5. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Again, Allen to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. They'll send him over right. Desperation time here on 4th. He connects downfield. He is down to the 30-yard line. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a first.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Allen now on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Complete to Keon Coleman. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. To the air again. Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he gets this forward to the 19. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. There's a screen for Cook. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. To throw again, it's Allen. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. They're going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball. And they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Another try following the sack. The throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If he don't close quickly, he can take it to the house.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. That's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
27.
That lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Pierce now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. On the ground again with Mixon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining in this game.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality game, and it moved the sticks.
You're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to it. And he finds a little room there before being hauled down, gain of 3. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw it. That's him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's good for 7 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans up by 8. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. And they'll take a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
2nd down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 2nd down.
This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. The Texans only moments away from finalizing their win as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Now for one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us. All of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the 2nd half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.